Hello and welcome back to a second video. Today I am going to be talking about a certain old Hollywood glamour makeup brand, and they also have a little bit of skincare. For the last 5 months I have been diligently testing the products, and today I've chosen 15 to talk about on this channel and review them and give my sort of a rating whether I would recommend that product or not to any one of you. I'm talking about Charlotte Tilbury, an old Hollywood glamour, beautiful golden packaging brand, and quite pricey, I must say, as well. So how did I get into Charlotte Tilbury? 5 months ago, when I was bedridden with my second COVID, I was like, I need something to cheer me up. So I've bought about 85% of the whole range. I do have one eyeshadow palette that I got for free with my purchase, but I have not opened it, and I'm probably going to resell it as well. I'm going to stick to Pat McGrath and Natasha Denona eyeshadow palettes instead. But today I have chosen 15 products that I'd like to talk about, because Charlotte Tilbury ain't cheap, you know, and you gotta understand what is good and what you probably can just not buy and have a good life. I do apologize, it's an Emma Hardy bag, but that's a clear bag that I had. So let's get started into the 15 products from Charlotte Tilbury. How did they perform? What are my thoughts? And let's go. I will start with the base, and the first one is this one, the Hollywood Flawless Filter, whatever it is. It's both a highlighter, it's a base highlighter that you put before the foundation that you can put on top of the foundation. So this looks like this. I don't know if it can focus. You can see that all the packaging has removed itself. Now this bottle costs £34. I talk about pounds here because Charlotte Tilbury is a British brand, so it is always easier for me to find prices in pounds. And you get 30 milliliters. I have shade 2 light, and the product inside is actually quite nice, I must say. It gives a very, very sheer but beautiful kind of highlight on your face. I apply it here on my cheeks before foundation. I apply it a little bit on my nose, and I apply sometimes on these areas. If you are wearing full coverage foundation, it's probably not going to be that visible, so it's very good probably for those who are wearing more light to medium coverage and not really setting it with powder. But it's nice. It's not a must, I must say, because there are so many highlighters, even from Charlotte Tilbury, that you will see also in this video, that I don't really think that this is a necessity. Now that's very nice to have probably in the summer when you're going more less foundation, more kind of a vibrant, healthy look. But I'm also disappointed that the packaging rubbed off, and I know that my bottle is not the only bottle where the packaging rubbed off. So for £34, I'm expecting a better packaging, because that whole old Hollywood glamour disappears, quite frankly, and looks like a cheap Chinese fake when the packaging looks like that. That's not acceptable for £34. I'm really, really sorry, but that's how it is. So necessity, no, but nice to have, probably. Then I would like to talk about the 2 foundations that I have. So Charlotte has 3 foundations that she has. The first one is this Light Wonder Youth Boosting Perfect Skin Foundation SPF 15. 2 layers of this one is going to give you light to medium coverage, and it builds up well to that level, I must say. Then they have one in between, the one that I don't have but I've tested, which didn't really get along with my face and my skin. And then they have the full coverage one, the Airbrush Flawless Foundation. I have all of them in shades 1 And I can say that this shade 1 and this shade 1 are completely two different shades. Is that okay for a brand to not be consistent within their own products? I don't think that that's a very good look. This one is a lot darker and this one is a lot lighter. So this shade 1 is actually perfect for my winter face, and this shade 1 is perfect for my summer face. I don't like either of these, to be honest. This one is too sheer. I like medium coverage foundations, so I don't like to build up. Probably 3 layers of this one will give me that medium coverage. And this one is just a cakey mess if I apply it by itself. I have the Charlotte Tilbury brush. I have put it into the rubbish bin a few days ago. You might have seen that on my stories. And it started falling apart. The brush is not cheap, the double-ended brush. That brush is not cheap, and it started falling apart. And I was very, very disappointed with that, while the brush itself was actually pretty decent. So I've tried it with my fingers, I've tried it with the brush, I've tried it with my beauty blender. It just, after a few hours, it creases, it gets into my fine lines. It makes me so full of pores that it's quite crazy. I didn't think I had so many pores, you know, but apparently I do. So this one will make sure to, I mean, for the first hour it will look flawless, and then after that it will look the complete opposite. So what I do, and what I know that a few people do, is mix it all together. So create a medium coverage foundation together, and that is what I have on my face today. That is how I make them work together. Is that an okay thing for a foundation? I don't think it is, to actually require you to mix up things, but I gotta use them up, so it is what it is. I think there are better foundations out there, and I would probably not recommend them separately, while together they're actually quite fine. Now, they both, by the way, retail for £34, quite consistent. My next one is the Hollywood Airbrush Flawless Setting Spray, and that one is 100 milliliters and retails for £26. They also have a smaller version for travel as well. This is my 3rd bottle, and I have 2 more at home. And quite frankly, this is probably, I would call it probably the best Charlotte Tilbury product. Quite crazy to say that a setting spray comes up on top of all of the other, you know, makeup that Charlotte Tilbury has produced. But it's a beautiful setting spray, and it doesn't remove any foundation. It really just sets in and locks in everything. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Highly recommend. We'll definitely purchase again and purchase again and purchase again. Let us get into a little bit more of other base products, and this one is the, you can see I have really made a dent. This is the Airbrush Flawless Finish Complexion Perfecting Micro Powder in shade 1. I have it on my face today as well. I set my face with it, and I have a second new one because I'm quite happy with this one. There's only one negative, and that is that when you apply it on your face, it darkens the foundation underneath it, and I've seen that effect happening with quite a few setting powders, and this one is not an exception. This one works really well for me because I do have to really set my foundation onto my skin, really work it in. I use a beauty blender for that, but I do enjoy it. Then we're gonna go into the cheek products, and this one is the Cheek to Chick Love is the Drug blush. I have it a little bit on my face today. It's a pretty blush. It's nothing special, to be quite honest. I do like, so this is a peachy pink, and this is a brighter pink color. All my blushes are more in this kind of pink category. I don't like brown blushes, and it's all what I like. But I must say that it's nothing special either. You can see so many different blushes out there. I've been using the MAC Cosmetics one before this one for 2.5 years, and I didn't get to the bottom of the, you know, of the product either. So this is gonna last me a very, very long time. But yeah, it is what it is. This one retails for £30 and you get 8 grams of product. Then I would like to talk about the Film Star Bronze and Glow Double Palette. So it looks like that. You see, this is the bronzing part and this is the highlighter part. I've made quite a significant dent on the bronzer. And I have it on today as well. I like that it is not too orangey. You know, some bronzers are extremely orangey, extremely brown. This one is quite a lighter mix. It is a nice consistency. I have zero complaints about that. It retails for £49 and you get 8 grams of each, so 16 grams in total. I can already see that the bronzer will be used up in the next few months, hopefully. And will I repurchase it? I don't think so, because I'm not a bronzer girl. Just generally, I do not really use that much bronzer. I go for contouring, but not too much bronzing. But this one is actually quite nice if you compare it to other bronzers that are extremely, extremely orange, which I don't like. So, next one is a interesting little thing. It's a Magic Vanish Corrector in shade 2. And it's a creamy one. I don't know if you can see it. It's a creamy one. And I have shade 2 medium because I have quite significant dark circles, so to say, under my eyes. And this one I would not recommend to anyone because it is very, very sheer. So if you have light dark circles, then you'll be fine. But this one is actually quite sheer. Plus, this is a cream which you dip, you know, every single time, and it's super unhygienic, like super. It's just disgusting. So I just like don't really use it anymore because it's just like no. Then I would like to introduce you to the wands. So this is the contour wand, and this is the Beauty Light Wand highlighter. And this is shade Pillow Talk, and this one is Sheer Fair Medium. And this one both of them have these kind of sponges that you screw on. I don't know how you say it. Like you just screw it up, but don't screw it up. You know what I mean. Here, you just turn it, and then the product comes out, and then you can just lock it again. I don't like how all of this gets dirty all the time, because some of the product just stays on. It's not exactly the most chic packaging, I must say, and it makes everything look, like my packaging doesn't look flashy anymore, doesn't look pretty anymore. I like this one. The contour wand, both of them retail for £29 and they are both 12 milliliters each. I don't see the point of this one, I'll be honest, because I have the Film Star Bronze, the Duo palette, this one. I don't see the point of this one. So really, and then you have also this one. So there are so many highlighter options. I think highlighter, like Charlotte has a lot of highlighter options, and you absolutely don't need to get more than one. I do enjoy this one because it is a brown grey color that suits really well for contouring, and it spreads relatively well as well. It's not too much, so you can build it up as well. I don't know if I like liquid contouring. That's my only problem. I have been using the IT Cosmetics the palette that has 6 different parts in it, like highlighter, contouring, bronzer in it, and that one worked fine, the powder version. But I'm not sure whether I will need this one. It's a nice product, but do I need it? I don't know. Plus you don't really get that much in it. Now for the for the highlighters. No, I wanted to say highlighters, but these are the concealers. And they are £24 each, and you basically get no product in it, 4 milliliters each of product. I have both shade 1 and shade 2. Shade 1 is a little bit more yellow, so if I need to highlight my under eye area, I will use this one as well. But if I just want to conceal, this one is fine. The formula, let's go into the formula a little bit. It is a little bit more stretchy formula, and I personally would recommend using only your fingers to work it in, because from the warmth of your finger together with the circulation will work really, really well. And it doesn't really, the formula itself is great. Nothing against the formula. What's disgusting about it, apart from the fact that you only get 4 milliliters, is how this thing looks. Like the products that's coming out, it's just like Hollywood, old Hollywood glamour would just like turn in its grave when it sees this disgusting, disgusting packaging. So yes for the formula, no for the packaging, and hence no for a repurchase. I wouldn't want to, it's just like sometimes I have to work product from other parts, not from the spongy part, because it just all starts leaking, and that's just not okay. For that amount of money, you can get a decent concealer from other brands, from other high-end brands. Okay, we have 4 more left, and those 4 are the Legendary Brows. So I have it today on me. I always have it on me, and this one retails for $18.50. And I have the shade Star Brown. Really, really, really nice product. And I do like that the applicator is tiny. And you know how some applicators are humongous. Like it's a humongous brush. And considering that I have relatively, filled out brows, some people don't. And I'm just like, how are you supposed to work with a huge brush on almost non-existent brows? This one is perfect, both shade-wise and the fact that one of these lasts me for 5 months of continuous usage. I think that's really, really good. So I would definitely recommend that one. The Pillow Talk eyeliner is in this really, really nice burgundy brown Charlotte Tilbury shade Pillow Talk. You cannot see it on camera. Don't you worry about that. But it is not fully brown, it's closer to chocolate brown, but with a hint of burgundy. And this is a extremely iconic product. So if you want to buy something from Charlotte Tilbury and don't want to buy a palette, get the eyeliner, because you can smudge it out, and it's going to make a very nice impact on your eyes. Not too strong like a black eyeliner, but it will definitely, you have to work fast with it though, it dries quite quickly. And this one does retail for £19. Doesn't last long though. Then I have the lip, I have all the types of lip products from her, but these are the Superstar lips, and you can see it, I have it on my lips today. It's a little bit more glossy, but it's sort of, it's actually really, really nice. It's a hybrid between a lipstick and a lip gloss, but more on a lipstick side, or lip balm. And it has a lot of pigment still. Very, very comfortable on the lips. I have also the matte version. This is, of course, Pillow Talk. I have the matte version, of course, but I prefer this one because I do have sometimes dry lips, and this one just applies so much nicer. The matte version is also very nice, but I would prefer this one, personally. And this one retails for £25. And then last but not least are Charlotte's Jewel lips. Beautiful packaging. This is her kind of gloss. Very similar to color to Fenty Beauty's Fussy, but this one has a little bit more shine to it. I have a second one of this one, so I do like it. 4 milliliters for £22. And it's beautiful. It's not too long lasting, but it's also not very short lasting. It is very comfortable on the lips, doesn't feel too sticky either. So yeah, that's kind of the 15 products from Charlotte Tilbury that I have tried and reviewed now in this video. So what I would recommend, for sure, the spray, the brow product, and for sure the lip, what is it? It's not a lip gloss, it's, what is it called? Superstar Lips. I would recommend that. And I would recommend the pencil. But everything else, and the lip gloss. Everything else is sort of not really worth the money, and I'm pretty sure you can buy something similar for cheaper. Anyway, that's it. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope it wasn't too, well, I was as always, very honest, but I do hope that I wasn't too brutal. But it is what it is. It's a lot of money, and I think for most of the part, the formula is actually really good, as with the concealers. But the packaging is a letdown. The way it is packaged is a huge letdown. It just looks disgusting after a time, and you have to always wash it off, you know, with a tissue. But it's just like, I don't want to spend so much money on a product that I have to, you know, that is going to, you know, fall out like the brush, or leak out like the concealer, etc., etc. It's just not exciting. It doesn't give me that Hollywood glamour that I'm seeking from this brand. But yeah, 5 are actually really, really good products. That's it. I hope you have a good day. Bye.